Hello guys, welcome back. Now today, we're going to be discussing a huge trade sending Nikita Gusev to the New Jersey Devils. Nikita Gusev has been a player that's been in the rumors for a long time now. Now he's getting sent to the New Jersey Devils. So what are the trade details for both teams involved, and which team wins this trade? New Jersey or Vegas? Watch till the end to find out. Now, so far, it's been a pretty boring week in the NHL, but today we saw the Andrei Vasilevskiy signing and, of course, the Nikita Gusev trade. Between the Vegas Golden Knights and the New Jersey Devils, they connect to give us a pretty big trade and one of the biggest we've seen in this offseason so far. The trade goes as follows. To the New Jersey Devils, obviously Nikita Gusev being sent to New Jersey. In exchange, the Vegas Golden Knights, a third-round pick in 2020 and a second-round pick in the 2021 NHL Draft. And this, I think, is a pretty fair trade for both teams involved. New Jersey was a team that we obviously knew was not done on the trade front, and then getting a guy like Nikita Gusev is a fantastic fit. And Vegas, a team that straight could not afford Gusev, gets a couple of decent picks in return. But I like this trade again for both teams involved. They kind of get what they do need, and again, Vegas doesn't need picks necessarily. I think they would have loved to keep Nikita Gusev, but I think that was not what the owner planned for them. They don't have a lot of cap space right now. They signed a lot of their other guys, and trading Nikita Gusev was kind of a necessity for them. After they signed him in the KHL, in the playoffs, he wasn't able to play a game because they didn't end up going to the second round, but for New Jersey, he could be a top 6 guy for them, especially talent-wise. And I've seen a bunch of people ask, who really is Nikita Gusev? And I think that is a fair question because I don't think anybody's really seen Nikita Gusev in North America. Besides the Vegas Golden Knights and those few practices, he hasn't played an NHL game yet, and we haven't seen him in NHL action. And that is a big warning for him. He hasn't played an NHL game. But the games he's played in the KHL have been absolutely terrific. This past season, he had a breakout year, playing 62 KHL games, getting 17 goals, 65 assists for 82 points. And for a KHL league that does not have too much scoring, that is absolutely ludicrous, and I'm pretty sure he placed first overall in KHL scoring. And at age 27, that's not bad whatsoever. And when it comes to the Vegas Golden Knights, he was an RFA this past season. They weren't able to sign him. The New Jersey Devils, with all their cap space, should be able to get it done. And obviously, when it comes to KHL players, there's always that risk factor on if you'll actually directly translate to the NHL, and it's always a low chance. But when it comes to Nikita Gusev, I think it's a much bigger chance, and some people are probably giving him credit for. I think he'll at least be maybe a third-line guy for New Jersey next season. It might take a little bit of time for him to get really adjusted to the NHL ice, as does every KHL player, but I think in the end he will be a solid top 6 guy for New Jersey, and a guy that they sign long-term could be a very good cheap option that scores a lot of points, and of course, a lot of goals. And for Vegas, getting those 2 picks, that's not bad whatsoever. Obviously, Gusev, with Vegas' tight cap situation, I don't think the trade value on him was too high. We heard a second-round pick and a prospect, maybe another pick as well. But to get a second-round pick and a third-round pick, even though that second-round pick is a year ahead, I still think it is very good for them. And of course, Vegas doesn't really need Nikita Gusev. He was always just that nice option coming from the KHL. So for Vegas, a guy that didn't even play an NHL game, they get a pretty solid return for sure. But of course, this is the part of the trade video where I discuss who won this NHL trade, and between New Jersey and the Vegas Golden Knights. Honestly, it was a pretty hard one to go off of because I think both teams kind of get off here and get a pretty solid return. But in my opinion, I think the Vegas Golden Knights win this trade just for the sole fact that I think Gusev didn't have the biggest trade value. They get a couple of very solid picks, and for a guy that hasn't played an NHL game up to this point, they get a pretty solid return. Of course, Vegas never needed Gusev. They never really needed him on their roster, and to get those amount of picks is, I think, a pretty solid haul. But of course, with this video, I need to hear your guys' thoughts down in the comments down below. So let me know, what do you think about this NHL trade between the New Jersey Devils and the Vegas Golden Knights? What do you think about the picks and the players being exchanged in this trade? And of course, the big question, who do you think won this trade? New Jersey or Vegas? But if you guys want some more Grav videos just like this one, you can click on this card right here to watch my video on every NHL team's best draft pick of the past 10 years. But that'll be it for today, guys. If you guys did enjoy, make sure to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and hit that notification bell if you haven't already. Again, comment down below your thoughts on this big NHL trade between New Jersey and Vegas, and who you think won this trade. And I'll see you guys in the next video or stream. Goodbye.